One of the greatest experiences I had was with another Iranian musician by name Amir Islami. He's actually now living in Canada, in Vancouver. He's a wonderful musician, a virtuoso ney player.
Which is a flute.
Yes, the flute. And he's also a very well-trained Western musician, but he started with the Persian music. And then we would start, as we did today together, an improvisation. And maybe that would be like 4 or 5 minutes of improvisation. Then Amir would stop and say, wonderful, Hooshyar, that's really good. Let's go back to it, and once we get to this section, I want you to play this instead of that. And after 4 or 5 minutes of total improvisation, I wouldn't remember anything. And I used to say, well, Amir, I don't remember exactly what I did. And where is that section? And he would say, well, of course, it's very simple. Look, you played this, I played that, you played this, I played that. And then this was the first section. And then the second section came like this, you played this. And he had the memory. He had a gigantic memory. To me, it was unbelievable. It was incredible. How he would remember 5 minutes of pure improvisation from scratch, and he would remember it, and he would know how to go from one section to another. This is because he was trained this way. Encourage musicians to improvise every day. I would say every day. I would say, don't practice your piece, but improvise. It's that important. And improvisation is not something happening on the instrument only. It's something that you live with it during the day. You sleep with it, you wake up with it, you dream about it, you're walking the street, and it's some part of your mind is just engaged, is working on that improvisation. And then you find it on your instrument as well. We as musicians have to embrace our feelings with the sound, with what we have. When you start off, especially if you're starting off with another musician, give it time. I used to remember speaking with a great musician from Afghanistan, a wonderful musician, and he told me that he was much older. When you start, don't start with the first thing that comes to your mind. Give it time. Think about it. Maybe something else comes. If the second one comes, don't play it off. Think about the third one, and then choose. Was a very fine man, and I thought this is one of the best refined ideas that I ever received, tips that I received for improvisation. Because he said, then you have choice. You can choose between these different ideas, and which one do you want to play then? And he was always keen, and he was always persistent in saying that you're not listening. Why aren't you listening? You have to listen. More than saying, you have to listen. It's true. You have to listen to the musician that you're playing with. You have to see what he or she is looking for. You have to be interested in things that he or she is doing, and you have to be receptive. Then it works. Yeah, I think one of the things that young musicians have trouble with is that they think they think too much about the audience. They think the audience will be bored, so we have to say a lot to them. We have to give them a lot, like giving them so much food.
Yeah,
it's not true. They will be patient if you will be patient. You have to be patient. Don't give too much. Go with a little idea, one motive. Stay with it. Give time. Breathe. Don't forget to breathe.